How to naturally boost your testosterone is what I'm going to be going over in this video. Symptoms of low testosterone. Tasks are dreadful. You don't look forward to them, and even if you complete them, they don't feel fulfilling to you. You have low testosterone people have low energy, low power, no motivation, no drive, no confidence. They store lots of fat and have little muscle mass. And they are used to instant gratification, so that's why they fall into addictions and vices pretty easily. Have no sense of drive to improve. And ultimately, they're limp. I'm not talking about little Johnny down there, but you know, them whole as a person. So now, why should you maximize your testosterone? Because when you increase your testosterone, you improve your lifestyle, improve your life, and the life you can provide others. And which to me sounds beautiful. Difficult tasks become easy and enjoyable. Completing the tasks feel like you've achieved something, which you have. You gain muscle, and fat stores are not that much, but although you're still gonna store some fat, because if you don't have fat, then well, your testosterone cannot be maximized. Is all I can say. Understanding things that are worthwhile usually cannot be attained easily, such as a good physique. The oppressing forces of this world do its best to suppress masculinity. And a lot of the things in this world, actually, the systems of this world specifically, or the mass media, let's just say the mass media, which we'll go on over in the next one. So, competence is confidence. Fortune favors the prepared mind. Let's say you have an exam and you're freaking out. It's likely because you didn't study or you didn't review. As long as you prepare, then the only thing that you will have is fear. But have no fear because you prepared. And ultimately, you're going to be bricked. You're sharp, perspicacious. So, how do you increase test? Well, you start taking wins, big or small. Your win is a win. You know, maybe you got out of bed at 6 a.m. You got out of bed. It could be that you didn't go on your phone first thing in the morning. That's a win. You drank a liter of water. That's a win. You went out for a walk, or did some physical exertion. That's a win. So, take your wins, Sleep, it's where testosterone is produced. So prioritize 8+ hours of good quality sleep, because it's how your body recovers. And the hours can depend on the quality and the person to person. Some may need 10 or 7, because I've went through different kinds, lengths, of sleep. I've gone through sleeping during the day, being awake at night. It wasn't great. I've gone through days where I've slept for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5. And in those days, you operate equivalent to a drunk person. So if you don't want to operate like a drunk person in your day-to-day life, then definitely prioritize your sleep. Diet. Your nutrient-dense whole foods, such as eggs, beef, chicken, leafy greens, berries, rice, potatoes, and more. And more. So just a keynote would be to avoid ultra-processed foods. Stay as natural as you can, as organic as you can, and you should be good to go. Vitamin D from the sun, preferably 20 to 30 minutes in your own tolerance, depending on whenever the day you can. But if you live in an area where you can't have sunlight exposure, then definitely try and supplement using vitamin D3 plus K2. I forgot to put in IU there, but definitely 5,000 to 10,000 IU of vitamin D3. The K2 is there to help prevent calcification from your blood. Definitely go out there and do some sun, because the sun is energy. And this is what they tried to do in COVID, because they were trying to weaken us. This is what I think. This is my own theory. It's just a theory. It's could be false, you know. But they were trying to keep us in our house, away from the sun, away from other people, away from our true nature, and let us stay inside, indulge in our screens, feeding our brains whatever is going on outside, when those things weren't really what were happening. And now they are trying to do that with other things. I will not go into that in here, because now that would need a whole video in itself. Lift heavy weights 3 times a week and you should be good. Now, if you want to increase your testosterone, be in top physical condition, shape your life in a way in which that achieves your goals and desired outcomes, work with me personally in the description. You'll find me there. So I'll see you. Best of luck to ya. So these are going to be the adverse effects that are going to give adverse effects to testosterone. You have your tap water, because they have estrogen hormones. Also, I think I've read something about having forever chemicals in there. So basically, it's just something that's gonna gayify you. Pretty much, it damages your hormones. It has bacteria, bad bacteria, and traces of fluoride, which fluoride makes you dumb. It's also found in your toothpaste. I forgot to add it here, but well, it should be. It's there. Chemicals found in most skincare products. Has your moisturizer, sunscreen, lotion, body wash, soap, and toothpaste. Let's just add it there. It should be there, because they contain harmful chemicals, and they are endocrine and hormone disruptors. And you have your alcoholic beverages and beer. I don't know if beer is part of alcohol, but well, it is. So because it increases estrogen, and I'll get into that in the next part. And well, the keynote here is the unnatural substances that are found in these products. You got seed oils as well, big endocrine hormone disruptors, and they increase estrogen. Because these things, that's why they disrupt the hormones. Because so I'll explain a little bit how the androgen receptors work. So the androgen receptors are one part, and it binds to testosterone, and they are responsible for having masculine gene expressions, just like as I've explained at the start of this video. So what these chemicals basically do is they don't necessarily kill the androgen receptors, but these hormones, they replicate testosterone, and they take over the androgen receptors. So now you have testosterone floating around, but the androgen receptors are bound to something else. So when you try to eliminate or limit these and the other things that I'm going to be going over, which I thought they needed more screen time. So yeah, because it should be androgen receptors and testosterone. Those should be the ones that are connecting, like a man and a woman. Jeez. In modern system indoctrination, it's made to masculinize women and feminize men. That's all I'm going to say. It's one of the harmful ones that can affect your testosterone are plastic and microplastics, or plastics. So water bottles, because they contain BPA, which is an estrogen-like compound, which leads to high amounts of fat gain, and you have man boobs, love handles, fat in unwanted areas. Okay, so man boobs are like a little flab on your pecs. It's not great to say. You might have to just search it up yourself. I'm not going to put it here. Polyester, nylon, spandex, acrylic, polypropylene, rayon, velvet fabric, clothing, sleepwears, sheets, and etc., which are all plastic fabrics. They are made from plastic. PET, polyethylene terephthalate, because they are already wound into threads, they're already microplastic, which the biggest organ in your body is your skin. So these plastics are absorbed through your skin, so as are the skin products that you use. So they're going to be absorbed by your skin, hurting your personal gains, not just your gains, but your balls, your ability to procreate. But the thing with these clothes are, if you are going to wear these, I do still suggest that you try to use cotton underwear, because you would want that. You wouldn't want plastic in your balls now, would you? If you're going to store your water, definitely try and store it in something that's not plastic. So, video games and smoking. Now this is one that's going to. This is one of the most detrimental to men, because it replicates reality and it disrupts natural dopamine production. When you're working on something virtual that's not real, it sort of just screws up your brain, thinking that it's something that you're actually doing, which, well, you are doing, except in a file somewhere. Your achievements and quests are saved in a file somewhere. Have you really done them? No, you're just sat there. Not just the video games aspect, but also because you're sat in a long period of time, which you kill your legs. Basically, sitting is a position that kills your legs. So if you're sitting a lot, definitely try and walk or move. And it hyperstimulates your brain. So definitely complete the levels in your real life, in your actual life. Instead of working out in the game, why don't you work out in real life when you can actually have gains for yourself? And I'm not saying that you can't ever play video games, but if your life isn't where you want to be, utilize the time spent into something that gets you towards your goals, or work on your purpose. And with smoking, it's because vape and cigarettes are mass-produced, cheap materials and substances, and are made to be addictive, also killing your test production, also your dopamine. Overall, it masks your problems, it destroys mood and motivation, numbing your brain power, and lastly, the air we breathe is bad enough. Why make it worse for yourself and others, especially for those of you that smoke in public? Brav. Smoke somewhere else, please. I try to stop myself from slapping a cig or vape out of someone. But I see it here as well. Like, these dudes be smoking while driving on their scooters. Bro, you know what? Let's not get into that, but I hope you guys get my point. The media, social media, and news. Because these do, well, also the video games. But anything that doesn't contribute to your life is taking you away from the present moment, and taking you away from your own personal problems that you should be dealing with, because they serve you no purpose. So they take you away from the present moment, is what they do. They create distraction, they're addictive, they numb your mind, and they're cheap sources of dopamine. They mask your problems, induce anxiety and fear. That's with, well, news and social media. And the algorithm is built towards your interest. Let's say you use Instagram and you consume a lot of gym stuff. Yeah, gym. But they also slip in bullshit content. Drama, celebrity beef, war from, maybe it's not a good idea to speak about that, but race and gender. Basically slipping in gay shit is all I'm going to add on to that. And it should only serve as being aware of those things. Not don't invest on it, because you're supposed to invest your interests towards your purpose and towards your own personal life, because these things do not do you any they don't give you any money, they don't give you any gift, any promo, anything. They don't give you anything except just take your time and take you away from what matters to you. So create over than consuming. Boys, if you still consume corn and you wank in that with your hand, bruv, this is endlessly getting normalized. The forces want men to spend their energy this way and stay weak because it keeps them in control. Give a man bread. It's corn and M. And circuses, distractions. And they will never revolt. That's why they endlessly try and weaken men. Because when you live in a world full of strong men, that would start to question the systems that are in play. And why would you cock yourself watching some dude and chick while touching your pay? Come on, man. Come on. Look, I'm not gonna, tell you guys what to do with your time, but if this is something you are doing, or even worse, if this is something that you struggle with, definitely try and find a way to combat it, because it's not good for you. It's not. It's absolutely detrimental. Stop it. There's no reason to spend your energy on this act. And I'm sure you're not as strong, as capable as you should be, or you're not the person you are. Or maybe you are, but now, why would you still want to do this? It is your life force, it is your energy, it's your fire blood. So, why would you waste it on a tissue? Like breath. It tricks your brain, signaling that it has made a baby. Once you bust your fire blood, your body starts to think, oh, I've made a baby, time to chill. That's why when you bust a nut, it doesn't make you relax like they say. It actually just makes you become docile. From the meaning that the dictionary provides, it says ready to accept control or instruction. Or in other words, submissive. So they're trying to make you submissive, pretty much is what they're trying to do. And what are submissive men going to be able to do? Anything that anyone wants, basically. So if the girl tells them to shut up and not level up, then they're not going to. So yes, and these people are very successful with getting men in their control, but let's not be it that way. It simulates procreation without a mate is also what it does. So it tricks your brain also into thinking that you have a partner, which is your hand. Now, boys, that we have a serious problem here now. But I'm not saying, okay, let's say you have a girl and you wanna make love with her, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that if you wank and with the use of corn, then there's a serious issue. But like anything in life, if it's a pleasure that you are indulging with that takes you away from your goals, let's say, okay, you make love too much, that your tasks and it's not improving your life anymore. Now that's when it becomes bad, is basically what it is. So keep your chi, because it's your energy. Minimize. Completely eliminating plastic and other synthetics, processed chemicals, and subjects the media says is basically impossible and will almost always be present. So do not stress over it. Be grateful you can make the change for others and for the better. And it's what I'm doing now. I know this information and I'd like to help other guys in the situation that I was also a victim of. So with these things in mind, you can live life normally, but better, and you're not a slave to these substances that the media give to us. So some final words I'd like to add are as follows. Happiness and fulfillment come from a strong happiness and fulfillment come from a healthy mind and a healthy, strong body. When you're healthy, others can be healthy. You can give health to other people, inspiring those around you to do the same. And health is wealth. Now we got Pepe over here in his Palm Villa, looking sick as hell. So, well, that's all for this video. I hope you took notes, or at least hope that this changed how you view the world for the better. I hope that this shouldn't be something that makes you fear the world. Instead, help you find a way to navigate the evil indoctrinations that the world is trying to force upon us. But those will be for a future project. But also, let me know if you guys want me to do daily videos or stick to weekly and have PowerPoint styles, or maybe you guys just want to see me, let me know and I'll make a way. So, boys, it's been a pleasure. We'll get back to you guys again in the next video.